Yo, 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 what's going on out there, fight? Well, this your boy Money back with another one, man. And this one here is on the solo tip. You know about Errol Spence becoming a superstar overnight, about Bud Crawford, you know what I mean? Firing right back to Errol. You did? You know, Canelo and GGG fight week, plus more, man. Let the people get on up in here. We can discuss some things, Canelo and GGG fight week, plus more, man. All the way out the mud, out the mud, out the mud, out the mud, out the mud. Where that money mafia at, man? Where that money mafia at, man? You got two views. Let me know who y'all listening this thing, man. Get y'all shut up. Big fact, big facts. But Crawford went in too. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Who's in the building? You know, whether we got five or we got a million, we gonna work. Understand me? That part. Lifestyle amazing. Crawford calls out Adrian Bronner. Says Bronner was a groupie for Spence. Crawford won bullshit. Spence won bullshit. No, Spence won bullshit at all. I think I'm about to come back and Dante got the people on blast, on lock, out of pass. And now we gonna rock out when we rock out. I'm going up against the juggernaut. You did. Up against the juggernaut. Who in the building? Who in the building? Let's get two more viewers. We gonna rock out, man. We three. Let's get five in. You know, we get five. That's a whole class. That's a class in session for me. What y'all think about the fight last night, man? Clint Soy Fanua. If that's how you pronounce your name. What's going down? What's going down, bro? Appreciate that, man. Appreciate it, man. Much love to you too. Much love to you, bro. What city you in, Clint? What you think about the fight last night? Boy, singing his ass off on the ride. Driving, family, bro. Oh, no doubt, no doubt. You be safe on that road, man. But yeah, though, man. Last night, man. Errol Spence. Errol Spence showed up and showed out. First off, congratulations to Sean Porter. You know, on becoming the new welterweight WBC world champion. You know what I mean? That's a beautiful thing. That green belt is the most prestigious belt in boxing. you know, and everybody who's anybody in the boxing world want to get their hands on the green belt. You know, everybody want to be a champion, and it don't matter if you get the green, the black, the red, you know, but everybody want that damn green belt. They know all the legendary champions, all the Hall of Famers. You know what I mean? They faces on that green belt, man. And once you touch that green belt, you're going down in the history books. Once you touch any belt, you're going down in the history books. But that green belt, man, is just a little, it's a little special thing to it. 206 Seattle. Okay, Seattle. Been sub to you for a minute. Love the work you put in. Keep up the great work, bro. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. But yeah, that green belt, man, that green belt is a prestige belt. You know what I mean? And Sean Porter, he showed his emotions last night. And I'm happy he ain't holding back. His daddy showed his emotions. I mean, they are champions once again. Fought a hell of a fighter to become champion, you know? And you can't ask for nothing better, man. You can't ask for nothing better but to become champion, beating another champion. You know what I mean? That's what sets you apart from the rest of the class. And I do salute Sean Porter on that victory because that was a hell of a victory. You know what I mean? That was a hell of a victory. But if he get in that ring with Earl Spence, you know, if he get his ass in that ring with Earl Spence, you know, that victory will go a little quicker than he expect, you know. And I'm looking forward to him getting in the ring with Earl, man. I want him to live up to his word. I want his daddy to live up to his word. You know what I mean? That's one hell of a fight. One hell of a fight. You know, I do think Porter caused some problems. Is they big problems? I don't think they big problems, but he do cause some problems. Because Porter condition is crazy. Porter know how to make a fight ugly and rough. But Earl know how to keep range and distance on Porter ass and shoot for the chest. And when Earl fought Leonard Bundu style prepared him a little bit for Sean Porter. Now, I'm not comparing Leonard Bundu to Sean Porter by no means. But when you short like that, like Leonard Bundu and Sean Porter is, and you come in with an Erky jerk style, you know what I mean? You tend to pick up on those tendencies and you tend to get your range of distance. You know how to shoot to the body on the short person, you know how to shoot to the chest to hit the face. And it's just something you dial up in your DNA, man, and you know how to deal with that type of thing. Exactly, but EJ too strong, super strong, bro. Super strong, you know. And how Sean was rushing in on Danny, it won't happen against Earl because Earl keep that jab in your damn face all day and all night. You know what I mean? And that's what I was saying with Danny. If Danny couldn't keep that jab on Sean consistently, he wasn't going to land the hook that he wanted. You know, because the jab keep the measuring stick. And once you measure him with that jab and you touch him, you know you in range of distance to shoot that hook. You know, and then he couldn't keep that jab out there because Sean kept fainting his ass. You know, he kept fainting him, and instead of Danny being first, he kept trying to wait. And we know when somebody faints you, we understand what they're trying to do. And when you got a counter puncher like Danny Garcia, that's all he wants you to do is throw so he can be second. But sometimes you got to be first to create a counter. And Danny ain't mastered that. You know what I mean? He haven't mastered that yet. As much as he say he make adjustments and do this and do that, I don't see no adjustments coming out of Danny Garcia. And I'm not advising Danny Garcia to leave his father. You are what you are. I don't think you can get no better than what you really are. You know, you have somebody implement a game plan, but even you trying to learn the game plan at the age you at, it ain't gonna do shit but throw you off. You know what I mean? It ain't gonna do nothing but throw you off. Especially trying to fight the elite fighters. It's not gonna happen. Not at this stage in his career. You know what I mean? Not at this stage. So I advise him to stay with his pops. You know, stay with your pops. Go in there. Try to perfect what you do best. You know what I mean? Perfect what you do best and get better at it. You know what I'm saying? And go in there and just do what you got to do, man. But then you're going to still have to start being first and stop waiting to be second all the time. Because once you wait, you get Sean Porter. You know what I mean? Once you wait, your ass get Sean Porter. You know? So he could have created more counters by trying to be first and then come over Sean jab or just being first, period. You know what I'm saying? Not looking for the counter. Look for a 1-2. I mean, or a 1-2-3. Standing there because it looked like he could take Sean pop. You know, I ain't see Sean hit it with nothing that really hurted the man. And vice versa. I ain't really see Danny hit Sean with something that hurted him. But I just feel like yeah, I just feel like I just feel like his ass should have been trying to create something and like throw combinations. Danny didn't throw no combinations in the fight really. Didn't go to the body as much as he should have. And he just let Porter dictate the pace, man, from like the fifth round on, man. He just let Porter dictate the pace. And all he kept doing was sitting down trying to find that damn hook. You know? And you're not going to land that hook on somebody like Sean Porter. Because Porter he's sneaky smart. I mean, he's sneaky smart. Where you think you finna do one thing, he'll do another on your ass, and that's what threw Danny Garcia off. Danny Garcia was looking for Sean Porter to be coming in all damn night, just from the beginning to the end. And that's what they prepared for. They prepared for a rough and tough Sean Porter, and they prepared for Danny to hold his ground. But it backfired on him. You know what I mean? That's why you got to train for 12 rounds, no matter what. And if the knockout come, you let it come. If the knockout come, you let it come. You don't go out there looking for a knockout, and you get what you got in the ring. You know what I mean? But man, after the fight, Errol Spence Jr. did everything that was asked of him, man. Everything that was asked of him and more. You know what I mean? By jumping into that ring, and not just jumping into the ring, man. I'm talking about the way he handled it, the approach, the way he told Sean Porter the same way you called out Danny Garcia. That's how I'm calling you out. Now let's make the fight happen. Like, you gotta have the right things to say. You just can't, like, when Danny jumped in the ring with Sean, his ass was kind of lost, barking like a dog and shit. No, I want to do it for some money, boy. Your ass don't know what the hell you want to say in that ring. You know what I mean? But it got him to fight. It got him to fight. So salute to him. And the same with Errol. Let's hope Errol can get the fight, and let's hope Sean can say, "Oh, I don't know what's going to happen." Tell Suleiman you want Errol Spence next. You know what I mean? Tell him you want Errol Spence next. A unification trumps are mandatory all day, every day. It's only if you want to take up on your mandatory before you do a unification bout. So when Sean kept saying it's business on the other end, nah, man, if you want that fight like you and your daddy was just saying, Errol Spence, Errol Spence, Errol Spence, y'all will make that fight happen. Point blank, period, yo. Y'all will make it happen. Y'all will push for it. Just like y'all was on Danny Garcia ass and saying y'all wouldn't fight unless it was Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman, or if y'all would have got fucking Jeff Horner or Amir Khan. So we'll just see with that. But Errol, man, got in there, had a demanding presence, wasn't disrespectful, saying the right things with a smile on his face and meaning what he said. You know what I mean? Let him know he'll stop him and come home with that WBC and be the unified champion. And Sean Porter, look, do I look worried? Man, Sean Porter was very out of character. And yes, you did look worried, man. Because if you didn't look worried, Sean, you would have said more than what the hell you said. So this is the easiest fight to get made right here. We're going to find out. But Errol, had his goons around him. I call them boys his little hitmans. Whatever he tell them to do, they going to do. From the Cholos to Adrian Brown to Javante Davis to Bunny. Errol is the big dog of that camp. And you can tell when Javante and Tevin was arguing, Errol said, "That's enough. Let's go." Tank turned his ass around and walked clean off. You know what I mean? Walk clean off. When Errol was being up at the podium, they was asking him questions, but neither one tried to intervene or say shit. All they kept saying was Errol is the best. Even Bunny told me Errol is the best welterweight of this era. You know what I mean? Trying to give him the crown over Mayweather. You got to understand what they was doing up there, man. And they was having fun as well, man. Salute to Al Heyman for letting them boys have that much fun. For signing the deal that over trumps the zone out. That's letting people know his stables ain't going nowhere. All these big time fighters are locked in. You understand? And we gonna get great fights on regular TV and on Showtime Sports. On Showtime Sports. But even Errol at the podium, at the press conference podium, showed his ass, man. He showed his ass. And I respect everything about it. Everything about it, from going at Crawford, for going at the top motherfuckers at the welterweight, for getting that Keith Thurman, for letting Ugas know he gonna get the fight. He ain't ducking nobody. You know what I mean? But he wants Sean Porter. He wants Sean Porter, but he wants the Mikey Garcia fight first because he understands Sean Porter is not for the fight at the end of this year. Sean Porter is done for the year. He's done for the year. He will be back in the first quarter of next year. January, February, around March or April. And that's what Errol's saying. He'll take that fight. As soon as they ready to step into that ring, he'll take that fight. But until then, he want to stay busy and fight Mikey Garcia, which is a hell of a fight. Which is a hell of a fight because Mikey is a big name, a high commodity, a 4-division champion. And he caused some little problems, man. Mikey ain't no chump. You know what I mean? Mikey ain't no chump. He come to fight. He's smart. Come from a fighting family. And he ain't afraid of nobody. You know what I mean? Mikey ain't afraid of nobody. Not no Errol Spence, not no Terrence Crawford, nobody at 147. And I believe Mikey, when he say he want to fight, he really want to fight. I believe when he say he want to fight, he really want to fight. And he trying to make it happen. I did an interview with Mikey. He said they're in talks. You know, Earl said he can't really say too much because the same man is speaking for the both of them. So all we got to do is sit back and wait and see what goes on with Wilder and Fury. See if they go on pay-per-view in December or November. Hopefully they do it in November because if it's in November, we really got a big chance again, Mikey and Earl. I mean, yeah, Mikey and Earl Spence. You know, they just didn't want to do two pay-per-views in December and not knowing how the first one go do. You know, how the first one go do. So let's just keep our fingers crossed with Earl and Mikey. That's the fight that I want to see. You know, I want to see that fight bad. Very bad. It's gonna be very entertaining. And I like to see how Mikey handles Spence pressure, power, and size. You know, and at the same time, Spence will be learning some things from Mikey Garcia as well. Because Mikey very technical. You know, try to keep it. They kind of mirror each other from a big dude and a little dude. You know what I mean? Because they both fundamentally sound, and they both work off the jab. Never stop throwing the jab. They both take angles. You know what I mean? Earl just a little bit more athletic than Mikey Garcia. You know, and Mikey, woo, Mikey. Them body shots gonna tear you up, man. They gonna tear you up. But I'm gonna see like Mikey gonna try to pull out a lot of boxing in this fight against Errol Spence if it get done. You know, he gonna try to put out a lot of boxing, which he can box. You know, he can box. But the thing is, can you box good enough to keep Errol Spence off your ass? You know what I mean? Of course you got pop, you broke Madonna ribs, that and all that. But we know Madonna stomach ain't Errol Spence stomach. We know those two different mid sections. Errol Spence got a whole fucking 8-pack. Madonna, I ain't never seen Madonna with a 6-pack. You know, McDonald got that flat little stomach, you know, but you can tell when they're in good shape. But Earl Spence got a whole goddamn 8-pack. That boy work his ass off. So I'm not really worrying about Mikey Garcia breaking Earl Spence ribs. You know, it might be the other way around, if you ask me. You know what I mean? It might be the other way around, Earl breaking his damn ribs. But nonetheless, it's a good little fight, man. You know, it's a good little fight. It's a stay busy fight, and it's a credible fight. I mean, it's a credible fight. You'll be the first man to beat Mikey Garcia if Earl become victorious that night, which I think he will be. You know what I mean? You'll be the first man to beat a Mikey Garcia. Like I say, a future Hall of Famer, a 4 division champion. You know what I'm saying? A Mexican star at the moment. And like I always say, when you put a black fighter and a Mexican against each other, you'll sell that shit like hotcakes. Understand? You'll sell it like hotcakes. And that fight will be marketable. You know, you could promote it. And you can take it to Mexico. You can take it to 4 of the big cities here in I'm gonna say St. Louis, 4 of the big cities here in the US of A. And you can take it to the UK. I mean, you can take it to the UK. So that's 3 countries, big time cities, um, different people. You got the Mexican people, you know they love boxing. You got the UK people, you know that's where boxing is originated at. And you got the American people, the people who pay the big bucks, and they want their pound of flesh. You know what I mean? Us Americans, we want our pound of flesh when it comes to boxing, man. And that's one hell of a fight. That's one hell of a fight. Mikey Garcia is very known, you know, and very creditable. Come from a fighting family. Robert Garcia was a champion. The Big G did what he had to do to get over here and raise his kids. They got another brother, you know what I mean, who was training Victor Ortiz and said Robert stole Victor from him. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be a good fucking fight, man. It's gonna be a good fight. But I just don't see Earl. I mean, not Earl. I don't see Mikey lasting past 8 rounds with Earl Spence after the pace and the body shots get the wearing on his ass. You know, Earl Spence is no Adrian Broner, no Bunny. You know, and I love Adrian Broner and Bunny, but Earl is a whole different monster, man. A whole different monster. But yeah, man. Now Earl being vocal like that, by him being vocal and meaning it, because that's who Earl Spence always been, the guy that he was last night. You know, the cool humbleness thing, that was just playing it to the media, not want to do too much, don't want to seem like an asshole, a jerk, or however people like to say it. But now, with the money involved, with Al getting a big new deal, you know what I mean? He can show himself like this now. You know, he can show himself like this. So he can chase these dudes down and tell them the truth about themselves and speak the truth. You know what I mean? It's that time now. Especially if you want to fight. You can't just keep sending your ass around saying you want to fight and then just brushing it off, saying if it happened, it happened. Now you gotta go get it. You know, Sean Porter went and got Danny Garcia. Whether people liked it or not that he jumped in the ring, he went and got it. Not Earl and us, the people who be making videos on YouTube, the LDBC, the new media, this ANSBC movement, and everybody else. You know what I mean? Who want to see Sean Porter fight Earl Spence and tired of the bullshit and all these welterweights, maneuvering around Earl. Not saying they're afraid, but they move maneuvering around him. So we tired of that shit. And we put the pressure on. And Earl did a great job yesterday. He repaid us by putting on pressure. He applied pressure. And pressure busts pipes. And when you get Kenny Porter up there tomorrow, we want Earl Spence, Earl Spence, Earl Spence, Earl Spence, knowing he wanted no plus of Earl back then, our job was well done and we completed the mission. You know what I'm saying? Our job was well done and we completed the mission. Because go look at Kenny Porter after Earl beat Chris Algieri. Go look at Kenny Porter after Earl beat Kell Brook. Even look at Kenny Porter after Earl beat Lamont Peterson. You know what I mean? He ain't want no parts of that, man. He understand what Earl gonna do to his son. Now credit, do he got faith in his son? You're supposed to. But having faith and knowing the reality is two different things. You know what I'm saying? He know what the hell Earl is. That spawn that happened in that ring, Kenny made himself forget what happened. He said, oh, well, it wasn't really that much to this, that, and third. Man, you know what the hell happened in that spawn. Earl said he most definitely didn't get the best of me. So we know what really happened in that ring. Hyphy, I love Thurman. Earl and T-Bud going at it. It's exciting for boxing. Hopefully the fights follow. Also, Charlo squashed it with AB and Tank, squashed the beef. No doubt, man. It was good to see them together like that. But I'm going to ask you a question, Hyphy. Why you think all that happened? Because of one man, bro. All that happened because of Errol Spence. He made all that shit stop. Hey, listen to that man when he speaks. That's why I told you Earl is the top shotter of the PBC entire squad, even with Deontay Wilder, Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, you know what I mean? Even Keith Thurman. Earl is the number one man now, bro. After last night, he is the number one man. Trust and believe. Earl showed his ass last night. He said, y'all saw 1.5 on the paper, right? Yeah, okay. No, that's what AB talking about. You talking too much now, man. Earl getting them duckers, man. Earl getting them ducks, and he making more than Deontay. Well, Deontay gonna make some great fucking money against Tyson Fury. His room to be 15 to 20 million, and I salute him, because that's a slap in the face to Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearn, who tried to give him a flat fee of 15 million of a $100+ million fight, and he accepted the shit, and the fight still didn't happen. But to get 15 to 20 million against Tyson Fury, who's been off for almost 2 years and only had 2 fights and coming back, that says a lot. It says a lot. Hyphy. EJ said what made sense, and they listened. Wilder was telling them the same thing, but they listened to EJ because they closer to him. Exactly, bro. That's the power he possessed, man. You gotta get credit where it's due, man. When you got somebody like that around, and he the top shotter, and they know it because he'll beat all their ass, they go listen. Oh, they go listen. He already put his hands on Bronner, and Bronner put his hands on Tank and Robert Easton. So what they say Earl will do to them. And this is no knock like he go whoop their ass, but that's in spawn. So they understand. They understand what the real deal is, bro. Earl ride with them and they ride for him. He ride with them and they ride for him, bro. And that's a good sight to see. That's a good sight to see because that means they all can be in a good space in their life, but they just stick together and quit the bullshit. You know what I mean? It was good to see Jamal Charlo right there, arms around Adrian Brown, and they kicking and having fun and shit. You know what I'm saying? Without all the bullshit going on to bring them down. Too much money to be made to be on the bullshit. Too many fights to fight, to try to fight each other, especially y'all in different weight classes. You know what I'm saying? So that shit don't mix at all. But yeah, though, man, Earl saying the things he said on that podium, taking the time like that, even with Lou DiBella tried to wrap it up, he kept talking. He made his point clear. Even Adrian Broner looked at Lou DiBella like, shut the hell up, man. We running the show right now. But they made their point clear, man. Earl talked about Crawford, talked about the money situation, talked about the network situation, talked about resumes, which I don't pick at people's resumes because you can pick at everybody's resume. With me, it's all about the skills and the eye test and what somebody really possessed in the inside of them. And Crawford is a fucking dog and a killer. He possessed everything that Errol Spence possessed. He possessed the same killer in him. If you laugh out loud, it's going to get a lot better when Haney gets to hanging around them. You know how young Haney talk. He claims he done whooped everybody in Spawn. Haney a good fighter, but he's still learning on the job too. He's still learning on the job too. Haney throw everything too hard at the moment, but one hell of a fighter, man. One hell of a fighter. He go get there. Just take his time and don't rush. Take your time and don't rush. Yeah, 135 making his name, but he don't want to rush to something too quick. And he thinking what it is, and that ain't what it is. You know what I mean? So take his time. He'll get there. But you got a lot of great fighters coming up. But Errol, man, became a superstar overnight because that post fight, it made a ripple effect, man. It made a ripple effect to where you look at all these channels, man. Look at the videos they're making on Errol Spence. They not discrediting. No, they not discrediting. They saying, man, this is what they've been wanting to see out of him. I mean, this is what they've been wanting to see, and he giving people what they want. He giving people what they want, and that there you must respect, man. You must respect it to the fullest, because he meant every word he said, and we know that he gonna back it up. We know that he gonna back it up. The man said he told Keith Thurman, "I will stop you under 6 rounds in his face, with no cameras around." So he ain't doing it for the cameras. Told the man that to his face, and we ain't see Keith Thurman say shit about that. Nothing. All he kept talking about was he ain't seen no truth until he saw me. Now, we ain't seen no truth till you get your ass back in the ring and stop talking about that damn injury and go ahead and finish it up, because that injury is healed now. So shouts out to Errol, man, for stepping up to the plate, for putting the whole division on blast, letting people know what's going on and what's about to happen. And hopefully the Sean Porter fight get done, man. Hopefully that Sean Porter fight get done. And I would respect the fuck out of Sean Porter if he make that Errol Spence fight happen, man. If Sean Porter go in there and make that Errol Spence fight happen next, I'm going to respect the fuck out of him, man. He gets all my respect. Because to tell you the truth, I think Kenny Porter gonna find a way to make it look like the WBC is the reason why the fight not happening. You know what I mean? I really feel that way. They keep talking about the business side of it. Earl already said the money is in the pot. The money is going to be there. Which I always believe that the money is going to be there. The money was there with Lamont. If Earl made 3.5 versus Lamont Peterson, you know damn well Sean Porter gonna get paid. You know damn well Sean Porter is going to get paid. $4 to $5 million to fight Errol Spence. And that's rightfully so in the unification bout. Against the hottest man at the welterweight division. You know what I'm saying? Against the hottest man at the welterweight division. So let's just pray Sean Porter, man of his word, and then him and his father going into negotiations saying we only want Errol Spence. We understand the two little mandatory things that Suleiman put on us. But right now, our goal to focus is only Errol Spence Jr. And if they going off that type of mentality, man, that fight will get made, it will get signed, and it will get delivered. Because Al Heyman is going to get Errol Spence whatever he wants. You understand? Errol Spence is Al Heyman's new golden boy. It's his new golden boy. And he's going to make sure he take damn good care of him. Gonna make sure he take damn good care of him. And if Earl say he wants Sean Porter, I'll go do everything in his power to make the Sean Porter fight happen. As long as Sean Porter and his daddy mimicking what they said at the post fight. You know what I mean? As long as they keep saying what they were saying at that post fight. And with the Terrence Crawford fight, Bomac said the end of 2019, I can believe that, man. I can really believe it. Because like I said, that was my estimate of that fight. All around. Like I said, man, these dudes not going to fight till the end of 2019, especially dealing with Bob Arum. Because Bob Arum is going to make his money off Terrence Crawford before he let him fight anybody on the PBC side that's a high quality and a high commodity. That's why he got the Jose Benavidez right now. And trust, after Crawford put his hands on Benavidez, Ugas might get a fight with Crawford. It's fighters out there, yo. But Crawford trying to stay busy three times a year. So if you fight 3 fights a year, they gonna go shopping and looking for people, man. They're gonna go shopping and looking for people. I was just listening to the boxing voice. K Diddy talking about fighting EJ. He just want his son to have a long training camp for EJ. Oh, they ain't gonna go into that fight unless the training camp is a 10 or 12 week training camp. They gonna get all the he gonna bring in Barry Hunter again and try to bring in somebody else probably. Looking at the situation, you want anything that any trainer can pick up on with Errol Spence. And Kenny Porter is one of them type of mans. Like, I don't give a fuck against Errol Spence. I will pay these trainers to give me their insight. Because nobody want to lose to Errol, man. Because they know if your record say you lost to Errol Spence, you know you got your ass beat. You was in a tough ass fight, and he made you look bad. Now, credit, I ain't saying Sean Porter can't go out there and give it a good go, but I just don't think fighters don't like the thought of losing to Errol Spence and losing in a bad fashion. You know what I mean? Because that's the only thing that's gonna be on our line is whatever you did after Errol Spence beat your ass, and no fighter want that taste in their mouth, man. You know, because when Earl get his buzz, Earl buzz is gonna be a little bit higher than Thurman's, a little bit higher than Porter's and Danny Garcia. You know, so if Earl was to beat Sean Porter and was to beat him in impressive fashion, you know how much praise he gonna get because he been chasing down these fights and he know what he gonna do to these dudes. But if he actually get into the ring and do it, you know the praise he gonna get, man. Like I say, he made himself a superstar overnight. That one press conference and him talking the way he talked and deliver how he delivered, man, like I said, sent ripple effects through the boxing world, man. That's why Terrence Crawford fired back so fast. You know, Terrence Crawford ain't let him get no wreck off on him. You know, Terrence Crawford ain't just go sit there and be quiet. Like, hold on, motherfucker. You can talk to them niggas like that, but you ain't gonna talk to me like that. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna talk to me like I'm no motherfucking Keith Thurman or no Danny Garcia or no fucking Sean Porter like I'm ducking you. I want that smoke as well. You know what I'm saying? He want that smoke as well. And Crawford, like I say, ain't afraid of nobody. You know, I'm giving Crawford all the respect in the world. All the respect, because I believe the man when he say he want to fight Errol Spence. I believe him when he say he can whoop Errol Spence ass. You know, I believe him when he say that shit. Crawford is a killer, and he real, and he authentic. And he ain't afraid of nobody, man. And I do think Crawford will whoop Keith Thurman. I do think Crawford will whoop Danny Garcia, and he will whoop Sean Porter. And like he told Errol Spence, I will whoop everybody that's on your resume. Just like Earl told him, he'll stop everybody on his resume in 6 rounds. So shit, they going back and forth, man. Like I said, they mirror each other. Both of them dudes got heart. You know, I can say EJ and Bud proving black fighters can sell and do have fan bases. We making our stamp in boxing. Yes, sir, Hockey. But black fighters always sell. Mayweather is the highest grossing boxer of all time. So when people try to say black fighters don't sell, they're just a fucking myth and some bullshit. You know what I mean? Go look at Mayweather records. He hold all the records. So to say a black fighter can't sell is just bullshit. I don't even feed into that bullshit at all, bro. At all. Like I said, once you put a black fighter up against a Mexican fighter, you get no. I mean, besides a Puerto Rican and a Mexican, it gets no better. You know, it gets no better, especially when you're talking about a black fighter that's at the top of his shit. You know what I mean? Earl Spence is so hot because he not just talking, man. You got fighters that's fucking future Hall of Famers and that's world champions that's giving him his praise. Whether people like it or not, man. You got world champions and fucking future Hall of Famers. And maybe the greatest of all time, like Floyd Mayweather, giving Earl Spence all the praises in the world. And people get mad and say, oh, y'all want to crown Earl the king because of Mayweather. Yeah, motherfucker, Mayweather was in the ring with him. You know, ain't like he just coming out talking out his ass, watching him in the ring and just saying that kid is the baddest motherfucker out here. And Mayweather crowned it fucking turns Bud Crawford the pound for pound king in boxing. And he didn't share the ring with Bud Crawford, but he said he can look and you know when somebody got it. And if these motherfuckers out here can't look at Terrence Crawford and see that Terrence Crawford got it and that Terrence Crawford is God gifted, then shame on them and stop watching boxing. You know, after Earl said everything he said on Twitter, he came right back and said, I respect Terrence Crawford though, because you know that motherfucker can fight. You understand? I don't give a fuck what Earl Spence say. I don't give a fuck what Terrence Crawford say. They respect each other, and they know what they looking at. Terrence Crawford know Earl Spence the real deal, just like Earl Spence know Terrence Crawford the real deal. They're just on two different sides of the street, so they got to put each other up like that to try to be number one. Neither one want to take a back seat to the other, and I don't blame them. That's what you're supposed to do. You know, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to sit up there and be number one, man. And that's why you got to praise both of them, man, because they both got that heart of gold. And they both want to whoop your ass in that ring. So you gotta praise him. But Crawford came out, man, shot his shots back, told Errol Spence the boy must have been drunk because he is not the A side, and that he will whoop his ass in that ring. You know, that he will whoop his ass in that ring. And I salute everything Crawford said. Just like I salute everything Errol Spence said, because I believe both of them. You know, I believe both of them dudes. What's your thought on the fight, Hyphy? What's your thought on Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford? Who you got winning, bro? Because I'm leaning towards Spence in that fight. And Crawford watching everything Earl do, man. He watching everything Earl do, and trust and believe, Earl watching everything Crawford do. That's why when one of them put up a post, the other one react right back to it. You know, they know what's going on, man. They know what the truth is. They know exactly what the truth is. Both of them know that they each other toughest fight. They know when the fans speak, it's true. I mean, they know it's true. But I do want to see Crawford take on one of them PBC boys. Raj, go ahead, Lamar. I do want to see Crawford take on one of them PBC boys, like Danny Garcia. Like I won't mind seeing Danny Garcia versus Terrence Crawford, even though Danny lost to Sean. Because it's not that you lost, it's how you lost. Danny's still an elite welterweight fighter. You know, he's still an elite welterweight fighter, and that wasn't a bad loss to Sean Porter. Not at all. Not at all, bro. Just styles make fights, and sometimes you miss certain opportunities. Like Danny should have been in there trying to pop that jab as hard as he could, man. Honestly, I be going back and forth on it. I don't think Bud can handle banging it out with EJ, but Bud is going to move a lot, the same as he did against Post. That's a possibility. Hey, I'm gonna shut the live down. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna shut the live down. I gotta do something real fast. Be right back. Come on back, Hyphy.